Greetings, everyone. Sage Armageddon here, and I wanted to have a brief discussion about the recently released Nioh 3 alpha demo. I have been playing this demo ever since it was released after its debut at Summer Game Fest just this June, and I have to say, I am somewhat impressed with what Team Ninja are doing. Just to preface, I am a Team Ninja fan. I have been playing their games ever since the original Xbox, starting with Dead or Alive 3, which was my very first Ninja experience. I am especially a big fan of the Ninja Gaiden series, and I am glad to be seeing it make a return in 2025. Please don't delay it. Anyway,
Anyway? What do you mean, anyway?
despite my liking for Team Ninja's titles, I was not the biggest fan of the Nioh series initially, until I started playing Nioh 2 just around March of 2025. My reasoning for this is I have not been the biggest fan of Souls or Souls-like games. While I do like the aesthetics and the themes of games such as Dark Souls and Bloodborne, I have always been bothered by the approach to boss fights in this subgenre. To me, it always feels like I am being forcibly restrained by the game, my hands tied behind my back, forced to learn the boss's patterns in order to succeed. Now know this, I am no stranger to fisticuffs in games, and I would actually brand myself as a virtual martial artist. I have reached a fairly advanced level in 2 fighting games and really like beating down opposition in action-heavy games like Devil May Cry, Bayonetta, and God of War. However, Souls-like games often just feel like the opposite. Like I am being challenged to see how well I can perform fighting a grizzly bear while both of my hands are cuffed and I am blindfolded. But that's all changed after playing Wolong Fallen Dynasty and Nioh 2, which both happen to be Team Ninja titles. Now, these games do possess a lot of Souls DNA, but I don't feel like I am being bound in order to create an artificial challenge or sense of achievement. I feel like I am actually in control, whereas in every major FromSoft Souls-like title, I usually just summon someone to carry me against bosses, except for Sekiro. That game is great. In Team Ninja titles, however, I have taken on the challenges by myself and have even defeated bosses deemed difficult on the first attempt. I have come to appreciate Team Ninja's approach, especially after playing Nioh 2, but of course that brings us to Nioh 3. And I gotta say, this demo is really good. I think this may be Team Ninja's answer to Elden Ring. Now, I know many people are going to say, it's not as good as Elden Ring, but to that I say this, if you know me, you know how I think. That games have their own value that makes them stand out compared to other titles. This game shares much of the DNA of the first Nioh games, but repurposed for open world exploration. One of the biggest changes that they made is the ability to shift from a samurai style to a ninja style. The samurai style having your traditional Nioh experience, while the ninja style adds a bit of flair with use of ninjutsu. Sometimes, I feel like a shinobi from the Naruto series while playing the ninja style in this demo, which is my particular favorite. As of the alpha build, there are currently only 6 weapons to select from, 3 allocated to the samurai style and ninja style respectively. Given some of the changes made to compensate for an open world, I will be interested to see if Team Ninja will implement more weapons to match the variety given to players in the previous entries. While it is interesting, I personally find the change somewhat strange, especially since your character will magically change clothes at high speed like Superman. I also typically don't favor playing multiple roles and would like to focus on the build and idea I have solely in my head. But hey, that's just me. They also implemented a jump button which feels weird at times after playing Nioh 2, but I've gotten used to it. The scenery can also look really good at times, reminding me a lot of FromSoft titles at times, especially Elden Ring. Team Ninja also made changes to many of the game's core mechanics, In Nioh 2, you would gain skills through using the weapon and the occasional samurai or ninja lock item found throughout a mission. Now, the player gains skills through exploration and interacting with certain mini events. Many familiar yokai also make their return, alongside some new additions that really add some cool flavor to the open world design. All in all, I really enjoyed playing the Nioh 3 alpha demo. Outside of an exceptionally annoying boss encounter, I did get value out of my time spent, and I will be very interested in seeing how things are come time for the final release. If you haven't played it, check it out, as the demo will be available until June 18th. But that'll be all for this video. Thank you to everyone that has tuned in, and remember to remain the light in the dark.